If you are looking for ways to build your business and you're considering whether you should be building your personal brand or your business brand, this is the right video for you. I'm going to tell you why I chose to build my business by leveraging my personal brand, and I'm going to tell you examples, and I hope that this can bring some light and can inspire you to just keep going. I am Jessica, and I am the founder of marketingforgreatness.com, the recovered attorney that help entrepreneurs and marketing teams to build brands and monetize them. And like I said at the beginning in this video, I kind of want to tell you why I chose to build my business throughout building my personal brand and why it has worked for me, or at least I believe that it has worked. So hopefully you can get some inspiration. And if you like this kind of content, please like, comment, and share. And don't forget to subscribe. And that's the way that you can support my channel and I can keep creating content just for you. So let's roll. First reason why I chose to build my personal brand instead of building my business brand is because my coach told me. To be honest with you, back in 2012, I was desperate. I was lost. I had no idea how to leverage that thing called internet marketing. I had just realized that I wanted to keep chasing my personal goals instead of just being a lawyer. Also, I had just become a mom of 3 kids and I wanted to have more time, and I saw kind of the opportunity of working from home, and by then I was representing the brand P90X and Shakeology. When I decided that I wanted to go all in, I hired a coach. He actually was the one who told me that I should not be representing just a product, and he told me that I should just build a personal brand. That was the very first time when I heard it, and I went to a conference and I saw a new world. That was the very beginning of my vision of building a personal brand. Yes, back in 2012, I saw myself as somebody that could potentially inspire. By then I had my personal transformation story, and I took that lead and I took that advice and shared my story. So I saw the vision and I did it. And this takes us to reason number 2. I truly did it and I loved it. And that's important because when you're building the personal brand, you need to be aware that you will be the face of your business, and people are going to come to you. You're going to be just getting random messages from strangers, and it feels a little bit awkward that strangers know your life. So you need to be aware that you are going to face that, and trying that and see how you like it, it's going to be super important. I know people who tell me, heck no, I'm not going to build a personal brand-based business because I'm not into having the spotlight. You see, you have to try it to see how you feel. And this is something that if it fits into your personality, great. But if it's not, don't worry. It's not the end of the world. There's many other ways where you can build a business without being the face of your business, if that makes sense. Reason number 3. I honestly can tell you that I tried to follow a business coach advice that was into knowing your KPIs, knowing how many people see your offer and what's your conversion and all of that, using traditional marketing and using traditional sales models. And I'm like, they don't get me. And this is something that you need to realize when you're building your personal brand and a business, and you hear the metrics that you're supposed to hear. Like, for example, if you open a restaurant, when you open a restaurant, you know that there is some predictability around how many people can visit your restaurant. And then around that, you build a business. When it comes to personal brand, because you will be using mostly online marketing, there are many factors that you cannot control. There are many factors that you cannot see. And when you try to use traditional marketing, traditional sales, and traditional business advice, you are going to get crazy. So I tried that, and it didn't set it for me because I had done it before. I had built my personal brand before, and I knew that when I was sharing my personal life and my personal story, I could build that relatability with people, and then the sales would come. It would not be the other way around. However, Some people like the transactional based businesses. I know for a fact that I have clients that they don't care about being the face of the company. They don't care about having a story. They really care about sharing a product and selling the product. So, you have to kind of, again, test the way that you feel about choosing that model, because they are very different one from each other. Transactional sales, it's more like e-commerce. And when you are not in e-commerce, that means you're building more like the personal brand and the story, and it's more like a heart-based business. And I know by now you're like, what is she talking about? But some of you will get it. If you are one of the people who truly love to change lives, if you feel like you're more like a counselor and you're a friend, you will truly love to be the face of your business. And that's something that we cannot remove you from, because you love it. You don't see yourself even selling your business, because the main reason why you're doing it is that you can help more people. See? So in my case, I tried that route, like e-commerce and not being the face and just pushing products. It just truly felt like a job to me. And, I'm not owning a business to work like if I'm having a job. Reason number 4 is that simple, because Gary Vee said it. And I'm like, this makes total sense. So let's watch a clip from Gary Vee. He was asked the same question that you have today, and you'll hear why he believes that personal brand is going to be the way for you to grow your business in a more stable way. And also it has a more long-term vision.
I would develop a personal brand within the travel space, because one of the most important vulnerabilities that people create for themselves is they niche themselves in the world as, I'm the Southeast Asia guy, and then it's 40 years later and you want to be the Europe guy, or you want to be the basketball guy. Building your name is a much, much better way to go. Look what happened with me. If my Twitter handle was wine guy, I would have had to go through that branding transition. And even without that, just being Gary Vaynerchuk, it was tough for me to become a business personality to hundreds of thousands of people, because they had me as a wine guy. I always think you develop your name, because life is long and this is a forever game.
So there, Gary Vee said it, but we still have one more reason. I really believe that when you build a personal brand, you're going to have, in the long term, more pathways to generate income. In my case, we have built my personal brand, and at the beginning, we have Marketing for Greatness, Jessica Campos. That's the marketing firm, but I'm not the only consultant that works for the firm. Now, my name is in there because we can leverage my name with the firm. Now, we are developing other products. For example, you see that I have the books, I have planners, I have a networking group. All of those are opportunities for us to bring different services and develop different brands. But none of those would have been possible had I not built my personal brand first. Because again, I believe that when people know you, they will trust you. And when they trust you, you can present them with more opportunities. Another thing that will happen is when you build a personal brand, you can truly monetize your channels. So in our channels, we do advertising, we do newsletters, and all of those are paid opportunities. So we can say that your personal brand will be its own identity, and you can monetize the platform that you build. You see, one of the things that you need to understand is that none of these information, it is available so easily because it's relatively new. If you think about this, social media platforms have been in the market for just 10 years. 10 years, it's not truly enough time for universities to build curriculums around how to build a personal brand. There's a good chance that probably if you go to college and you learn personal brand marketing, you're going to be learning Kardashians, which is a genius model, right? So she has been one of the pioneers in building a personal brand, but also building products around it. So I hope that this video ignites some ideas for you. And if you have any questions, please leave them in comments below, because I'm very curious to hear where are you when it comes to building your business, whether it is personal branding or business branding. And one of the things that we can share here is, from everything that you heard in this video, what is the number one thing that you'll be doing? And that will ignite multiple conversations. So bye for now.